Well, good morning, folks. It's bright and early Friday morning. We're getting ready to go fishing. Meeting another veteran, Joe. I'm gonna go get the topwater bite before I have to change and head to work.
Alright, so we got off work a little bit early, so we're going to cruise over to the hunt lease, swap out SD cards and see what, if anything's been on camera, check to see if our food plot's growing at all. We haven't been out here probably about a month. Pretty sure the feeder's empty, but I didn't grab any corn. Just want to see what's been coming and going. And then we'll take a look at the SD card, show you guys what we're looking at this year. Last year we had some pretty promising deer, but it was my first year hunting the property, so my setup wasn't ideal. Took one doe off the property. But with any luck, we'll take a decent deer off this property this year. It's a small acreage place, but I'd much rather hunt a small acreage place. Also been texting my dad all afternoon, still trying to work out the logistics on it and get the okay from the wifey. But I'm thinking about doing a OTC, or over-the-counter, elk hunt in Montana this fall. I got some leave days I need to burn, and 30 days use or lose. So I mean, I have to take them before October, or they're going to take them away. Might as well load up the bow and the kayak. There's this small mountain reservoir up about 50 miles from my parents' place. I can paddle across if the wind conditions aren't too bad and get into some real remote country. And it should have some pretty decent elk hunting. The elk and deer numbers for last year. The quota there is 200, and they took 120 elk out of there last year, and 113 mule deer. So odds are pretty good, especially being bow season. Shouldn't be too many people out there. Should be able to just go hop around the mountains and maybe close the deal on a bull elk or decent sized mule deer. Shoot some basic footage and have a great time doing it.
Locked up on my spot here, and seems like the damaging winds did a little bit of damage. Blew my feeder over. looks like it's pretty much intact. The trail camera's still there. Doesn't look like anything we planted is growing. My blind's still in place. Maybe a little bit growing in here. If you remember last time we came out here, we mowed all this down. We're actually going to move the feeder into that spot right there, so it opens all this up. But we'll go ahead and put the lid on the feeder, stand it back up. It's empty. Check the SD card on the camera, see if anything good came through, has been through. Got a little bit of coyote sign. Can't really tell what is and what isn't growing. We planted a little bit of oats. We got some deer sign that wasn't here before. A few different places. So yeah, we should have something good on camera. Opened up some of these trails.
Opinion on something. I did a lot of filming last year, but all I did was take a single bow with the rifle. It wasn't too exciting as far as what you consider a hunting video or hunting TV video. But now that I'm kind of thinking of turning this channel more into just what's going on vlog sort of deal. I don't know if you guys want to see the hunt for what it is, or help me put something together if there's action. Because there's times where hunting can go either way. I mean, I didn't post a video last year, but one single day, that was a full-on day, opening weekend of bow season. I got my area was set up prior to me knowing how the deer travel routes. I just had lots of signs, lots of pictures, and I was given permission to hunt this land probably about a month before hunting season. So I was just kind of waiting. Well, sat the first day, which was opening day. And I had deer coming in from behind me over here, and I had deer coming in from behind me over here, and coming in on the sides of me. And basically, even though my blind had been sitting there for about a month, I just couldn't get a shot. The only deer that presented a shot was this little 6-point and a little 8-point. It was barely legal and kind of a trash rack if we needed to go. So the next day, I hunted the morning hunt, and I decided, hey, I'm going to change my setup. I'm going to do it on the fly because too many missed opportunities the day before. So I get everything moved. My buddy comes down to the blind to see if I need any help. Just got done doing oil changes. Well, he picks up my bow. Says, hey man, this is a nice bow, and he just pulls it back. A lot of people know that's not something you typically do, but you know, this guy's new to hunting, new to bow hunting, and just didn't understand what could possibly go wrong. Well, anyway, as he's letting it back down, his fingers slipped. Dry fired my boat about a quarter draw. String derailed the cams, swung my peep sight, and my day was over. Well, luckily I got a buddy who does bow work on the side. But I called him up and said, hey man, Joe. He's like, sure thing, meet me in camp there. $20 for a new, restrung my bow. He was the one that actually noticed my peep sight was missing in action. So I had to run to the house, go get another peep sight. Got it all strung up, lined up the peep sight. Took one practice shot. It was good. All right, back to the woods. Well, little did I know that after that shot, my peep sight shifted up about 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch. Later that night, that little trash bug came back, and we decided, looking at him, okay, he's legal. He's about 3 years old. He was barely legal at 3 years old. His antlers were trash. He needs to go. So first night hunting this new setup, put the rangefinder on him, 42 yards. I wind it up and I let it fly, and I sent that arrow 6 inches over his back. Well, 1/4 inch on a bow sight makes a hell of a difference. So I ended up having to resight my bow.
Alright, so I finally got a chance to sit down and look at these trail cam photos. I pulled the highlights for you guys. I'm going to show you them, and then we'll talk about a couple other things and we'll get out of here. Alright, so we got a few does. Mostly coming in at night. Got a couple of photos where there's a few more of them. We got a little fox. I don't know if it's a red fox or a gray fox. We'll get another camera out there and try to catch some different angles, because as you can see, there's other stuff that we don't know what this is. This could be a deer nosing the camera. I can see the tip of an ear here, and I can see a nose. I don't know if it's a deer or somebody's dog or a pig. So we're gonna probably set up another camera over in this area here just so we can catch more of what's going on. We got this little buck here. He's looking like he'll come out as an 8, and he's got some pretty decent growth. Now this here, I'm going to talk about this right here for a second. I don't know if you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trash pandas over here just vacuuming up my corn. And you got this guy up here who's spinning the feeder, feeding all these guys. Coons are pretty smart. Well, I could put a cage on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull this feeder, and I've got a different feeder that I'm going to put out there. Holds a little bit more corn. It's a little bit easier to fill. It has a cage, but it also has a built-in light that I hillbillied up, and I'll show you guys how I hillbillied that up. But then me and my daughter are going to go out here and do some trash panda control, and we're going to go ahead and eliminate probably about half of these if we can. More does. I think this is a different group, because the other group, it's been showing every day 3 does, and then this one here came in actually at a different time, and it's 5 does. Which I always think does are a good thing. Some people are like, oh, well, I've got a does on camera. Well, come the rut, where the does are, the bucks will be. And first little baby of the season. And I don't know if this is the same buck right here. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's why I want to put a second camera in here so I can get a different perspective. So other things we got going on right now. Trying to make these videos a little bit better for you, but I can tell you it takes a lot of attention to detail and a lot of remembering things. So the little bass clip from earlier, I shot that clip and I couldn't wait to get home and cut this video. Because while we're fishing, we were fishing on the kayaks in 15-mile-an-hour winds and 20-mile-an-hour gusts. And the plan was to do some topwater fishing that morning, and it was just windy. I'm telling my buddy Joe, as we're fishing, hey, it's too windy, this topwater bite ain't gonna work. Well, no more than 2 seconds after I said that bass, and he weighed out at 4.2, he smashed that lure. I mean, my rod just doubled over. I mean, the timing couldn't have been any better. Well, I get home and I pull the SD card and hit the video, and I realize This video is 29 minutes long, and it was shot in time lapse. So I had to go in there and manipulate the film to slow it down enough to so you guys could see what was going on. So if this is something you're thinking about doing, just a little food for thought. It is pretty difficult to do. I mean, anybody can go out there and just shoot random footage and just throw their raw, unedited footage up there. But if you want to make quality videos, and I'm not saying mine are quality videos, I've got a lot of learning, I've got a lot of work to do. But if you want to shoot quality videos and put together decent content, it takes a lot of attention to detail. Another thing I want to show you guys, thorn in my side right now, I'm going to cut to a clip. So I put all that fishing line up there to prevent those birds from coming in and building their nests, and somehow they found a way through. So now I got to figure something else out. Alright, so the last thing we got going on is this weekend I've challenged another YouTuber, a guy, his channel's called Musky Hans. You can check it out. I'll put one of his videos up here in just a second. But I challenged this guy, Musky Hans, to a top water challenge. Now, this is a homemade top water bait. So, I've got to build a bait, and then I've got 3 days to fish it to catch as many fish as possible. And it doesn't matter what kind of fish, just the most amount of fish wins. This guy's got some skills as far as building baits goes. And I don't know, I think we can take him. I've never really built a top water lure before, but I think we can do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Click down here in the subscribe button if you want to see more of our content. Click right here if you want to see Musky Hans' video on how he builds musky lures. And if you want to check out our last video, go ahead and click this video right here. And as always, tack life. Never apologize.